Good afternoon, everyone. All right, students, so let's begin the session today. Now, since see this is a bridge course session, I'll just give you a little idea about what basically bridge course is. Now, you'll be going into the 11th grade, and whatever you have studied in ninth and 10th grade, so there are many concepts of mathematics which are greatly used in 11th and 12th. Now, since some of these concepts we had learned as old as like 2 years back in 8th standard and ninth standard, and we tend to forget whatever we have studied since long back. So this is a time where we can go back, revisit all the concepts which we have done previously in our smaller grades, which we are going to use in the 11th grade. Okay, so this is basically, my voice is little low. Am I audible, all of you? सब लोग को मेरी आवाज clear आ रही है? All right, all right. So let us begin the session. So we will be learning a few things in our session. I'll be telling you what all things we will be covering. We will be learning how to rationalize the denominator. We will be learning how to use the identities like a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, a plus b the whole cube, those identities. We will be learning the laws of indices, the laws of exponents, product rule, quotient rule. We will be learning shortcut tricks of quadratic equations. We will be learning how to solve simultaneous linear equation in two variables. And then we are also going to learn a great deal of trigonometry. All these things we are going to learn because these things will be greatly used in your 11th and 12th grade. So let us begin with the very basic thing, which I'm sure most of the students in this session, they must be knowing it. That is rationalizing the denominator. Now you may say, what is rationalizing the denominator? I hope everybody understands what are rational and irrational numbers. So what are rational and irrational numbers? So we missed it. Okay, fine. Thank you. So there are some students who have already started putting the messages. Okay, let us understand what are basically rational and irrational numbers. See, rational numbers, irrational numbers are the numbers which are in the form of roots. Now, every number which is in the form of a square root is not an irrational number. Square root of numbers, square root of numbers which are not perfect squares are called as irrational numbers. For example, root 3, root 7, root 15. The numbers which are not a perfect square, if we take a square root of them, then we get an irrational number. So let us begin from here. Okay, I'll just write the topic. Rationalizing the denominator. Very, very simple concept. Now see, 1 upon root 2. Now you see we have an irrational number in the denominator. And there is a general rule in mathematics that we do not keep irrational numbers in the denominator. If at all we come across irrational number in the denominators, we make it rational number. And this process of making the denominator a rational number is called as rationalizing the denominator. So I'm sure you people know how to do this. So what do we do with this? We simply multiply that irrational denominator up and down both. That is multiplied by root 2 upon root 2. So whatever irrational denominator you have, you multiply that in the numerator and denominator as well. And we call this as rationalizing the denominator. The denominator. So let us now multiply. The numerator gets multiplied by the numerator. 1 multiplied by root 2 is root 2. And root 2 multiplied by root 2 is 2. Here see, now we have a rational denominator. So we have rationalized the denominator. So let us proceed with a few more examples. Okay, all of you try this. 3 upon root 3. Try everyone. See, what are we going to do? We are going to consider the irrational denominator root 3 and we are going to multiply it both in the numerator and denominator as well. So we have 3 upon root 3 multiplied by oh yes, many of the students have given the answers. That's the correct answer. Most of the students have given. So into root 3 upon root 3. So we have 3 root 3 upon root 3 into root 3 becomes 3, right? So 3 multiplied by root 3 in the numerator is 3 root 3, or denominator में root 3 into root 3 बन जाता है 3, and 3 gets cancelled out. 3 gets cancelled out. So what is left out is the answer root 3. Root 3 can also be written as root 3 upon 1, but writing 1 in the denominator makes no sense. But at least we can see that now the denominator has turned into a rational number. So we have rationalized the denominator. And I'm sure everybody must be knowing this concept. But let me see how many of you can try this one. 1 upon cube root of 7. 1 upon cube root of 7. Chalo. Let me see who can rationalize this. 1 upon cube root of 7. Okay, so this is a little tricky. So when it comes to square root, that is very easy, because in the square root, we consider that same denominator and we multiply up and down and bingo, we are done. But now here we have cube root of 7. So now what we have to do? In order to just get rid of this cube root of 7, we should have a situation like this. Cube root of 7 cube. So the order outside and the order inside, when they become same, so you simply get rid of this cube root and you get a rational number 7. तो ये बात हमेशा ध्यान में रखना, बाहर का ऑर्डर और अंदर का ऑर्डर अगर सेम हो गया तो रूट निकल जाता है. अब यहाँ पर देखो, now here we have a situation. See, correct, many of the students have started giving the correct answer. Come on everybody, look here. देखो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, अगर हम देखते हैं इसको ध्यान से, तो there is 1 7 which is already there inside. Now we want 3 7s inside the cube root symbol. हम लोग को क्यूब रूट के अंदर 3 7 चाहिए. एक 7 तो ऑलरेडी है, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, एक 7 और ले लेते हैं. We take 1 more 7 and 1 more 7, that is 7 square. तो जो चीज हम नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं वो तो ऊपर भी करनी पड़ेगी. That is cube root of 7 square. Right, all of you? चलो, now let us multiply the numerator by the numerator and then the denominator by the denominator. So numerator में 1 multiplied by cube root of 7 square upon cube root of, see all of you, this is 7 raised to 1, and when you multiply this one, when you multiply cube root of 7 into cube root of 7 square, you get cube root of 7 cube, and now this gets cancelled out and you're simply left out with cube root of 7 square, that is 49, the whole upon 1. And see, we have rationalized the denominator. It is so easy, okay? So this is how we rationalize the denominator when we have got a single term in the denominator. Now let us go ahead and now yes, it is allowed. Acha, chalo, let us come to the next part. Now 1 upon root 3, 1 upon, yeah, in the previous time I remember, one second, students, in the denominator it was 7, not 1. Yes, the students are correct. 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. Now, if you look here, students, in the denominator, this time we have got two terms, root 3 minus root 2. And let us see how we are going to rationalize this. So, इसको rationalize करना बहुत easy है. So, what are we going to do over here is, we are going to take the conjugate of the denominator. So, whenever we have two terms in the denominator, we take the conjugate of it. Conjugate को हम rationalizing factor भी कहते हैं. We also call it as the rationalizing factor. So root 3 minus root 2 का जो conjugate है, that is root 3 plus root 2. So we have 1 upon root 3 minus root 2 multiplied by the conjugate of it. and the conjugate is root 3 plus root 2 upon root 3 plus root 2. So I repeat once again, conjugate or the rationalizing factor का मतलब होता है the same terms but the opposite sign. Now here the sign is minus. You check here the connecting sign is plus. So when the terms are the same and the connecting sign is reversed, we call it as conjugate. And this is the technique of rationalizing the denominator. Now let us do the multiplication. So 1 multiplied by root 3 plus root 2 is as good as root 3 plus root 2. And you check in the denominator, you will have a form of root 3 minus root 2 multiplied by root 3 plus root 2. Yani this is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. Now a minus b into a plus b can also be written as a square minus b square, which you know very well. So here we have root 3 square minus root 2 square. That is a square minus b square. So let us see what this turns out to be. Root 3 plus root 2, the whole upon root 3 the whole square is 3, root 2 the whole square is 2, which equals to, then we get root 3 plus root 2 upon 3 minus 2, which equals to 1. Now whether you write that one or you do not, that's your choice, but generally we don't write it. And here we have rationalized to the denominator. Very simple. So I want you people to try one question on your own. It's a very simple one. The question goes like this. Root 2, the whole upon root 5 minus 2. Root 2 upon root 5 minus 2. Are you people trying this? See, you have got two terms in the denominator. You simply have to take the conjugate of it. Oh, awesome. Many of the students have given the answer also. Very quick. That's great. So root 2 upon root 5 minus 2, we're going to multiply by the conjugate of it. Multiplied by root 5 minus 2 का conjugate है root 5 plus 2. So now the numerator gets multiplied by the numerator, and the denominator may, as usual, you always get a form of a plus b, a minus b. So root 2 multiplied by root 5 plus 2. The whole upon, now see, root 5 minus 2 into root 5 plus 2. Whenever you rationalize, okay, you're going to multiply by the conjugate of it. So naturally, you are going to get a form of a plus b into a minus b, which eventually turns out to be a square minus b square. That is root 5 square minus 2 square. So if you multiply the numerator and open the bracket, so you're going to get root 10 plus 2 root 2. The whole upon root 5 square turns out to be 5 minus 4, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So root 10 plus 2 root 2, the whole upon 1, as good as root 10 plus 2 root 2. So this is the answer. So we have rationalized the denominator. Let me see what you people have written, because many of the students have actually given many answers in the chat. Oh, awesome. Great. All the students are correct. That's fantastic. Sure. So this was very easy. This was just a small recap because we are going to need all these things in the 11th grade. So इसके लिए मैंने आपको ये पढ़ाया. Now let us go ahead and now learn the next part, that is the identities. Now there are some identities which we have used so frequently in our school times that we remember them very clearly, and we might not forget them also even for the entire lifetime, like a plus b the whole square. Now tell me, what is a plus b the whole square? A plus b the whole square. That's the first identity we have always learned. A plus b the whole square. that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yes, you're right. Now, many of the students have the habit of writing 2ab in the middle, like a square plus 2ab plus b square. Even that is also fine. एक ही बात हो जाती है. अच्छा. Now the second formula, second identity, a minus b the whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. So ये तो आपको पता ही है. अच्छा, अब तीसरी और जो चौथी आइडेंटिटी है, the third and the fourth identity which I'm going to teach you, this will save a lot of your time whenever you come across a situation like this. If we add the first and the second identity, अगर हम पहली और दूसरी आइडेंटिटी को मान लो अगर हम ऐड करते हैं, so I'll just do the working over here. Let's add it. तो ये हो जाएगा a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square. Suppose if we add both of them, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? सी plus 2ab minus 2ab will get cancelled out. So a square plus a square will become 2a square, and b square will become b square plus b square will become 2b square, जिसमें से कि हम 2 को कॉमन निकाल सकते हैं, right? So we can take out 2 common outside. So 2 times a square plus b square, this is what you get when you add the first and the second identity. तो ये याद रखना, क्योंकि ये ना बहुत ज्यादा यूज होती नहीं है, बट काम बहुत आती है. कोई सिचुएशन अराइज होगा इस तरह का. सो a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is equal to 2 times a square plus b square. So if we subtract them, अगर हम इन्हें subtract करते हैं तो क्या बन जाएगा? देखो, a plus b the whole square minus of a minus b the whole square. So when we subtract a square, b square will get cancelled out. 2ab add होके बन जाएगा 4ab. Yes, 4ab. तो ऐसे तो हम लोग कई सारे आइडेंटिटीज सीखने वाले हैं. So we are going to first do a few questions based on the first 4 identities. So please write this down in your books. The first and the second identity तो सबको पता होती है. थर्ड और फोर्थ आइडेंटिटी है ना, वो जरा अच्छे से लिखो. चलो, let us do some interesting questions based on this. Here, if 3x plus 4y is equal to 16, okay, and we have the value of xy is equal to 4. The question is, find the value of 9x square plus 16y square. See, now we have 3x plus 4y का value which is given to us as 16. xy is given to us as 4, and we need to find the value of 9x square plus 16y square. Can you tell me, students, out of these first 4 identities, कौन सा identity use करना चाहिए? Can anybody tell me which identity do we use? Okay. So many of the students are giving me different answers, and all of them are correct. Most of the students have told me that we have to use the third identity. देखो, third identity से कैसे मिलेगा हम लोग, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. It's very simple. We use the first identity. Check this, all of you. Now, 9x square is basically the square root of the square of 3x. 16y square is the square of 4y. तो यहाँ से पता चलता है कि हम लोग इनको स्क्वायर करेंगे ना तो हमारा काम बन सकता है. Watch it, all of you. 3x plus 4y is equal to 16. Now this is the given information. Let us square it. दोनों तरफ स्क्वायर करेंगे ना so we can get hold of 9x square plus 16y square. So when we square this, 3x plus 4y, the whole square is equal to 16 square. Reason, squaring both sides. All right. Now 3x plus 4y the whole square is in the form of a plus b the whole square. Now we're going to expand this. So this is going to become 3x the whole square, which comes to 9x square, plus 4y the whole square, which becomes 16y square, plus 2ab. 2ab का मतलब तो आप जानते ही हो क्या बनता है. 2ab का मतलब 2 into 3x into 4y. 2 into 3x into 4y, which is equal to 256. That is the square of 16. So let's work this out. 9x square plus 16y square. इसकी वैल्यू हमें करनी है फाइंड. Plus 2 3s are 6 and 6 4s are 24. This is 24xy is equal to 256. Now tell me, what do we do, students? We will simply substitute the value of xy, which is 4 as per our question. So 9x square plus 16y square plus 24 into 4 is equal to 256. Now you simply multiply 24 and 4 and take it on the other side. 24 into 4 करेंगे तो वो बन जाता है 96. Yes, all the students are correct. 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 256 minus 96. And we get the answer 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 160. Yeah. Okay, one of the students has asked, sir, how xy equals to 4? Okay, look over here. Xy is equal to 4 is the given information in the question. Question में वो information दी गई है हमें. Okay, complete it all of you. It's an easy one. Here I have shown you a lot of steps. Generally, इतने steps की जरूरत पड़ती नहीं है. Now, when you start doing the sums, you can do this in a fewer steps also. Sure. I'll give you the next question, and then I'll rub this off. The next question goes like this. A plus B is equal to 6. We have A minus B is equal to 4. The question is, find A square plus B square. And then afterwards, also find how much is AB. So let's start, everyone. Tell me, in order to find A square plus B square, which formula are you going to use out of all the formula which you can see written above? कौन सा formula use कर सकते हैं हम लोग in order to find A square plus B square? Yes, all the students who have replied, they have given the correct answer. Fantastic. Third one, beautiful. Now one of the students has told me that we can use the first formula. So first formula से काम नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला के लिए हम लोग को ए बी का वैल्यू भी पता होना चाहिए. जैसे कि प्रीवियस सम में एक्स वाई का वैल्यू पता था, बट इन दिस सम ए बी तो हमें फाइंड करना है. So we are going to AB is not given. AB is not given, students. AB we have to find out. चलो क्वेश्चन मार्क ही डाल देते हैं so that there is no confusion. Okay, let us begin with the third formula. Now, what makes you think कि हम लोग को third formula use करना चाहिए? Because if you see the third formula, the right hand side of the third formula, you will find A square plus B square over there. है क्या नहीं? Correct? A square plus B square दिखाई देता है और वही तो हमको find करना है. So that is the reason why we are going to use formula number 3. So A plus B the whole square plus A minus B the whole square is equal to 2 times A square plus B square. So ये हो गया हमारा formula. Let us start filling things over here. A plus B the whole square, that is 6 square. The value of A minus B given to us in the question is 4. 4 square is equal to 2 times A square plus B square. Now do the calculations, all of you. 6 square is going to give you 36. 4 square is going to give you 16. 36 plus 16 is going to give you 52. 52 is equal to 2 times a square plus b square. अब 52 से अगर हम 2 को डिवाइड कर देंगे तो you will finally get your answer that a square plus b square equals to 26. Can we find substitution method? या substitution method के लिए हम लोग को a और b का individual value पता होना चाहिए, but we don't have the individual values of a and b, so substitution method doesn't work here. या फिर हम लोग को उसे solve करना पड़ेगा simultaneously. We have to solve the equations simultaneously and get the values of a and b, and then we can do the substitution. Chalo, tell me now, students, in order to find the value of AB, which formula do we use? See, we can use the third formula, or we can this time also use the first formula. Either wise, we can get the answer. So the students who have suggested me the fourth formula, they are correct. And those students who have suggested me the first formula, they are also correct. तो पहला फॉर्मूला जरा हमारा इजी है ना, उसमें जल्दी मिल जाएगा, और फोर्थ फॉर्मूला से भी आंसर मिल जाएगा, एंड बोथ द आंसर्स वुड बी सेम. सो वी हैव a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. ये देखो, जो ab हम लोग को फाइंड करना है ना, वो हम लोग को फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला में भी नजर आता है ना. a plus b the whole square which equals to 6 square, a square plus b square, so we have just found it out, that is 26, plus 2ab. So we get 36 minus 26, which equals to 10, is equal to 2ab. So ab is equal to 10 by 2, which equals to 5. We got the value of ab equals to 5. Let us see what the students have written over here in the chat. One 26 replies in just one question. Okay, Shraddha Chaudhary. Yes, we can add the two equations and we can get individual values of a and b, and then we can put that in the formula. That is also correct. Yes, we can do that. All right, let's proceed. आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो ये जो मैंने आप लोग को सिखाया है ना, this was the formula which were related to squares. Now let us move on to cubes. That is a plus b the whole cube and a minus b the whole cube. I hope you people remember, because cubes के जो formula होते हैं, we do not tend to use them so frequently as we use the formula of squares. तो चलो मैं आपको अभी cubes के formula भी सिखा देता हूँ. That is a plus b the whole cube, and then we have a minus b the whole cube. A plus b the whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. And if you have to get a minus b the whole cube, all the terms would remain the same. But sign सारे जितने भी connecting signs है ना, वो सब minus हो जाएंगे. So that is going to become a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So this is a minus b the whole cube. Note down the formula, students. I'm sure we have done this earlier, but since cube के formula ज़्यादा याद नहीं रहते, तो उसका एक revision तो बनता ही है. Okay, let's try a few questions based on this. Perfect. चलो बढ़ते हैं आगे. Now this time we have the value of 2x minus 3y. 2x minus 3y is equal to 10 and xy equals to 16. So these are the values which are given to us. We need to find the value of 8x cubed minus 16y cubed is equal to question mark. Okay, students. 2x minus 3y equals to 10 and xy equals to 16. We got to find the value of 8x cubed minus 16y cubed. Tell me, students, कौन सा formula use करेंगे? Out of the 6 formula, we're going to go with the 6th one. Yes, students, you're correct. We're going to use the 6th one because you see 8x cubed, that is the cube of 2x. One second, it's not 16. One second, students, I just want to check the question. It is not 16, it is 27. This is 27. Okay, so 27y cube is basically the cube of 3y. Chalo, let us use the formula number 6. That is a minus b the whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Here we go. 2x minus 3y the whole cube. Let us expand the students. In the first place, we are going to write 2x the whole cube, that is a cube, minus, then we have b cube, b की जगह पे हम डालेंगे 3y, 3y the whole cube, minus 3ab, minus 3ab मतलब वहां पे क्या आ जाएगा? a is 2x, b is 3y. In the second bracket, we have a minus b, और a minus b की जगह पे आएगा 2x minus 3y. So we have simply expanded 2x minus 3y the whole cube. That is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Chalo, let us begin with our substitution. Oh goodness, there are some students who get the answer so fast. Chalo, 2x minus 3y. Now we see the value of 2x minus 3y is 10. So we are going to put here 10 cubed is equal to 2x the whole cube, which is going to be 8x cubed, 3y the whole cube, which equals to 27y cube. देखो ये हमें find करना है. This is what we are supposed to find out. अगर यही find करना है, so we understand that everything other than this should be in terms of number, so that we can shift it on the other side and get the value of 8x cube minus 27y cube. Okay, minus. Now we have 3 into 2 into 3. And how much is that? 18. 18 xy into 2x minus y. Do we understand that 2x minus y, in the place of 2x minus y, we are going to put 10 over there. And in the next step, in the place of xy, we are going to put 16. So I'll put it right over here itself. So 8 into 16 into 10. Great. Great, great. So 18 into 16 into 10, that is going to give us 2880. So we have 1000 is equal to 8x cube minus 27y cube minus 2880. And this minus 2880, when we shift it on the left hand side, it becomes plus 2880. So finally you get the answer that 8x cube minus 27y cube is finally equals to 3880. Let us see what the students have to tell about this. Oh, perfect. Most of the students have got the correct answer except one. Shraddha, you can check where you have gone wrong. Chalo, let us try the next question. I hope that you must have finished. Yes. See, student, there's one question. Student was asked the doubt. Now, 2x minus 3y, if you see over here, the value of 2x minus 3y is given to us as 10. So in the place of 2x minus 3y, we have substituted 10 over here. Okay, the next question is a bit interesting. Let's see who can try the next one. I'll just erase this. It takes a little time to erase. लिखना easy है पर erase करने में थोड़ा वक्त लग जाता है. Okay, here we go with the next question. See, if a plus 2b minus 5 is equal to 0, if a plus 2b minus 5 is equal to 0, then find how much is a cube plus 8b cube plus 30ab. हम लोग को फाइंड करना है इसका वैल्यू क्या है. So we have the question where a plus b minus 5 is equal to 0. Find the value of a cube plus 8b cube plus 30ab is equal to how much? Chalo, let us pick up the given information. We have a plus 2b minus 5 is equal to 0. Now many of the students might say, sir, ये जो a cube है, this is the cube of a. Well, that's true. 8b cube जो है, that is the cube of 2b. वो भी बात बिल्कुल सही है. तो इसको क्यूब कर देना चाहिए. तो अगर हम लोग इसको क्यूब करेंगे तो होगा पता है क्या? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में you will see that there are 3 terms, a, 2b and 5. तो ये तो 3 टर्म्स का क्यूब हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? क्योंकि देखो जितने भी फॉर्मूला दिखाई देते हैं सब में जो क्यूब्स है वो 2 ही टर्म्स में है. तो हम लोग पता है क्या करेंगे? बड़े स्मार्टली हम -5 को राइट हैंड साइड में डाल देंगे. We will shift -5 on the right hand side. So we will have a plus 2b is equal to shift -5 on the right hand side. It becomes +5. अब हम लोग क्यूब करते हैं. चलो और इसको मार्क करेंगे इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और वो क्यों करेंगे you will understand in a short while. So let's cube it both the sides. So we have a plus 2b the whole cube is equal to 5 cube. Taking cubes on both the sides. Chalo. Now tell me a plus 2b the whole cube. Expand it. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. अब इसमें जहां जहां a नजर आएगा वहां वहां तो a डालना ही है और जहां जहां पर b होगा उसकी जगह पे you're going to put 2b. So watch here all of you. A cube plus b cube, that is 2b the whole cube, plus 3ab. तो 3a और b की जगह पे आएगा 2b plus b cube is equal to sorry a plus b आएगा into a plus b. Arishma, you can just type your difficulty. We have a plus 2b is equal to 125. Okay, let us simplify this. Very easy. We have a cube plus 2b the whole cube हो जाएगा 8b cube plus we have 3 into 2 that is 6ab. अच्छा अब यहाँ पर है ना you will see that there is a plus 2b and we know we already have the value of a plus 2b. See what is the value of a plus 2b? The value of a plus 2b you will find it from equation number 1. So see the value of a plus 2b is equal to 5. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे डाल देंगे 5 equals to 125. equals to 125. And see, we got the answer. So a cube plus 8b cube plus 6 into 5 is 30. 30ab equals to 125. तो हम लोग को पूछा था ना क्वेश्चन में, a cube equals to 8b cube plus 30ab is equal to how much? So the value is 125. Now one of the student had given the answer right in the beginning itself. Let's see who was it. Shraddha, Sanika. Great, great, very nice, awesome. Okay, students, great that you understood it well. Now let us talk about the three terms. अब तीन terms के हम बात करते हैं. See, suppose if there are three terms A, B, and C. Suppose if there are three terms A, B, and C in such a manner that their sum is 0. So like this, if A, B, and C, there are three terms. And suppose if their sum is equal to 0, then you know what is the cube of all the three terms, the sum of the cube of all three terms? Then A cube plus B cube plus C cube. Then the sum of these three terms. Let me see who will give the answer. Okay, some students have already started guessing. Can anybody tell me what will be A cube plus B cube plus C cube? Okay, Mitansh is correct. Okay, there are many students who are very prompt and very quick in replying. And I like that. It's very good. Chalo, I'll tell you what is A cube plus B cube plus C cube. The value of A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. 3ABC. And let us see if this really works or not. क्या ये सच्ची में काम करता है या नहीं करता है? चलो वो चेक करते हैं. See, evaluate 3 cube plus 2 cube plus minus 5 cube. Evaluate 3 cube plus 2 cube plus minus 5 the whole cube. तो चलो इसका इवैल्यूएशन करते हैं. ना सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे, लेट अस डू इट मैन्युअली एंड चेक कि इसका आंसर क्या आता है. नाउ 3 क्यूब, इफ यू डू 3 क्यूब वी अंडरस्टैंड 3 क्यूब इज 27. 3 क्यूब प्लस 2 क्यूब प्लस minus 5 the whole cube. Let us manually find out and keep the answer aside. Then we will use the identity and see if it really works or not. So 3 cube अगर करेंगे हम लोग, तो that is 3 into 3 into 3 which equals to 27 plus 2 cube करेंगे तो वो तो हो जाएगा 8 plus of minus, देखो minus 5 cube करेंगे तो आंसर भी आपको नेगेटिव में आएगा, that is minus 125. So what do we have? We have 27 plus 8. 27 plus 8 minus 125. And we get it's minus 90. Very good. Minus 90. तो ये ना हमने खाली साइड पे इसको वर्किंग करके रख दी है. Now let us see the identity which we have written over there. And we are going to find out whether this identity really works or it doesn't. See. Here 3 is considered as A, 2 is considered as B, and minus 5 is considered as C. Let us see if it satisfies the first condition or not. The first condition is A plus B plus C. So we have A plus B plus C is equal to 3 plus 2 plus of minus 5, which equals to 5 minus 5, which equals to 0. So the first condition is satisfied. If the first condition is satisfied, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube will turn into 3ABC. Let's see that. So 3 cube plus 2 cube plus minus 5 the whole cube will be equal to 3ABC. That is 3 into 3 into 2 into minus 5. डू द कैलकुलेशन एंड चेक वेदर 3ABC का आंसर जो हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी ढूंढ के रखा हुआ है 90 उसके साथ मैच होता है या नहीं. जस्ट ट्राई इट आउट. Okay, so many of the students have already done the calculation and then notice that yes, we have done it correctly, which equals to minus 90. इसका मतलब ये है कि ये जो फॉर्मूला है ये वाकई में काम करता है. चलो, I'll give you one question which you people can try on your own. Let's see if you people get the right answer or not. Here is the question. Evaluate 38 cube plus of minus 26 cube plus of minus 12 cube. Do it. आपको मैन्युअली कुछ नहीं करना है. You simply have to check first कि a plus b plus c 0 है कि नहीं. So if a plus b plus c turns out to be 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is going to become 3abc. So consider 38 as a. So here a is equal to 38, b equals to minus 26, and c is equal to minus 12. Add करके देखो sum 0 है या नहीं. 38 plus of minus 26 plus of minus 12. So this is going to be 0. Because it is 38. Minus 26 minus 12 becomes minus 38. And 38 minus 38 is 0. Since the first condition is satisfied, that a plus b plus c has become 0. Now we will find the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. That means 38 cube plus minus 26 cube plus minus 12 cube will be 3 times the sum of these a, b, and c terms. 28 into minus 26 into minus 12. तो माइनस माइनस तो बन जाएगा प्लस, बाकी नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करना बाकी रह जाता है. So many of the students have started giving the answer and most of the students are correct here, which is very nice. Yes, 38. You're right. Chalo. You people are faster than me. So many of the students have given the correct answer, which is 35568. 68. So students, in today's session, we learned 2 things. One is rationalizing the denominator when there is single term in the denominator or when there are 2 terms in the denominator. And then we learned this identities, which we had studied long back, like in 8th standard and 9th standard. Now, in the next session, whenever we are going to meet, we are going to learn something very important and very interesting. That is factorization. How do we factorize 4 terms, 5 terms? So factorization is something which is very much needed in 11th and 12th grade. In many of the chapters, you will be needing it. तो हम लोग factorization के ऊपर एक अच्छा grip बिठाएंगे और फिर हम लोग indices पता ना आप लोग को, a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. तो वो indices के ऊपर बेस हम लोग बहुत tricky questions करेंगे. So we will stop here and I'll see you in the next class where we will learn factorization and exponents. Bye all of you. Bye bye.